kutwala on the knee.
Okay.
Ditacha tumubewa.
Sankara mani unawa yagala.
Ditacha taina tattoo yona ku mubiri, by the way.
You fear tattoos?
Siyama has 5. I think I have a couple of them. So anyway, we'll be letting you know more about that. Check out Eugene Tattoos. Now, guys, I have a story that I want us to be a part of. At Who Is This House? You know, if you are watching us from home, we have Priska's story. Who has my boyfriend Babidi? Ujino mpulira bulungi. Priska ina boyfriend babiri, okay? Saddam ne Jonah. Jonah is loving, caring and provides whatever she asks. Achimwera mubudde chitula ne Kalipa is very normal. Very perfect, yeah? Kalipa manyi ujin?
Mutegedde.
Kati Saddam on the other hand ye bad boy alinga gwe yawumula amatubi chichi mwana wa Sakala. Sakala naye alimba nnyo number 1. And this is her description. He loves her aggressively. The way he loves is aggressive. Ghetto. And but the most important thing, Kalipa, wano muzuri.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Sabula bulungi nnyo. But the question is not who she should go with. The question we're asking today is it possible for someone to love 2 people?
Oh, very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible.
You've done that before, Pam?
Yeah, I've never been confused as in. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. I think it's even scientifically correct to
scientifically correct.
You can search there on the Google. It's scientifically correct for someone to have feelings for more than one person.
Keep going. I'm listening.
But you see, there's a difference between because there's feelings and then there's those feelings generating into love, actual love. So there's a difference
between feelings and love.
Yeah, because there's having a crush on someone and it's so intense that you feel it's actual love. Then there's having love for someone and then there's having real love. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But yes, you can have feelings for as many as even 4 men or 5.
Wow.
I'm saying you can.
That is
feelings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not exactly love, but you can have feelings. You can have an attraction towards as many as even 5 guys or 4, 3. It's funny. Sakalaman is looking at me like that, but you men are the typical identity of
by the way,
you find a man is having like 5 chicks.
10.
That's okay for a man, but in this case,
now why should it be okay for a man?
We are going to come to that. You say the biology at the beginning of this. Now, like a woman having feelings and loving 2 people at the same time, is it applicable? Is it when let's say you love me and Ditacha, Pamela, yeah? So when you're with Ditacha, Wanji? When you
I think if a woman is in a dating stage, if a girl is dating, then she's allowed to explore the feelings that she has for both guys. Yeah, if she's in a dating stage. But if she's in a committed relationship, then she has to think about where to place her priority. As in, okay, I've seen Henry there. I think I like him, but I am with Ditacha, so I must focus on my relationship. Unless Henry is not right for me, then I will drop him and then go for Ditacha. But if a girl is dating, she's allowed. I mean, you're allowed to explore your emotions and know which guy is right. You're allowed to test this one and test the other one and get to know. I'm not saying, when I say testing, I don't mean Kalipa.
That's what you mean.
Okay, yes, it can happen. It can happen.
Because how can you test without testing?
No.
You have to test with testing.
Sometimes you can test without testing. Depending on what you prioritize. Like maybe if you fancy more of the luxury things, then you can test without testing.
But then it's a discussion that we can't avoid. Much as the cherry on the top of somebody is their performance in the bedroom.
It's not the cherry on the top.
It is the cherry on the top. Listen, fam, the reason why this comparison is still there, I think, is because Saddam is outperforming Jonah when it comes to bedroom issues, right?
Yeah.
Because singa Saddam yali mufunga Jonah. Singa Saddam bamugobadda.
Henry, that's not the only reason. You know, girls, sometimes we fall for the bad boys. I don't know whether it's the challenge that the bad guys give us. Yeah, that's why we fall for them. So it may not only be the Kalipa bit, but a girl can easily get bored with a guy that is doing everything for her the way that she wants it to be done.
Siyama, has this happened to you before? Have you ever fallen in love with 2 people?
Yeah, it has happened before. But I feel like sometimes it happens because this person pushes you to do that. Trust me, if you're treating me well, the thing is well, the money is there, there is no I'm gonna look for someone else. Honestly speaking, yeah, it's these guys who push us there, and there's
Katugwe
always these
bakola
bad
kye
boys.
How
kyakupushing.
does somebody push your internal feelings? How can somebody push you? How can some other person push your soul
Yeah.
to do things that it doesn't
Detach.
want?
A
So
man can
You don't want and somebody pushes you, or you want and somebody pushes you.
No, sometimes like you're in this relationship, you're so faithful, you love this person. Then there are these women as they do that pushes you to be like kangende wono. I tell there's why these bad boys can be good. Yeah? They tell you these words.
I know.
They make you feel better. Kubanga
Ate
oba
otomera
omwegula
bad
n'omwegula.
boy nga inamu amajanga uji.
Okitegeera.
Oba ogenze.
Man, those guys can make you. I don't know.
Eugene, do you believe it's possible for a woman to be
They're a bad boy.
Zoraba, eh?
Yes. Yeah, Eugene, yes.
According to how the economy runs, yeah, it's possible. Somebody can be benefiting this from you. Your caliper is on point, but the financial bit you're struggling. Got all your daddy is providing. Oh,
Ate
nenga
kam-
caliper. Osegera.
Tegugwa.
So yeah, the way the economy is, kisoboka, but munda ng'omuntu atudde wansi ne yeetunuulira.
Yenga,
It's
yeah.
impossible to love two people. Yeah, waliwo ogamba nti, yeah, this is my person. Nga webaka omulowoozaako.
Yeah.
Segera, that is when you love your body.
If option A was enough, there wouldn't be need for option 2.
Exactly.
The fact that there is option 2, it means A
A
is
is
not
not
sufficient
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Detach. Otusekerera.
Tulira abadangina nenga babago
Otuyise baani
waya.
badangina?
Babago waya. Labayo. For nze njogera ng'omusajja, because this is what I know. A woman will never be enough for any man. You just,
One woman.
You
Yeah,
just
that's
sacrifice.
biological. That's biological.
You just sacrifice and say, due to this and this and this, let me just stay here. But it can never be. No one woman.
So
can
tell
never
him
be-
musajja alina mukazi omu.
teri musajja asobola okubeera n'omukazi omu sacrifice kibe kimuluma. Kitegedde?
Aba
Asigala
afa.
emyaka gyonna gy'amala
facts.
agimala mu pain.
Mm.
Agimala mu pain nti na sacrificing to only have one man, but you can never ng'otambula oli muzibe n'oba muzibe. So you see the women and you love them, you want ate for basajja we can distribute the love n'omuwa buli kimu ky'ayagala, because ours is giving, providing, as long as you can provide
Yeah.
for whoever, that means you love.
You mean women don't provide?
And women kye providing there's
Omuwala nga yakwagadde se ba providing a
nga
detach.
yakwagadde ebyo byangero ebyo yasinga singa yasenga esinga
Ebyo byamagero
Katu-
bya
tuli-
Ruth.
byamagero. We even wonder how can she provide also. Era omukazi wa providing enviri zituva ku mutwe. How does she provide? Nekati fe provision is what we do on a daily. So tugamba nti fe abasajja tusobola kugamba nti ebe 10. It's only that providing part yekusalako n'ogamba n'amalako. Okitegera? Because even Kalipa is provision. Okitegedde? So bano babakyala, since they provide their emotions, as they call themselves, emotions are so hard to divert. Okitegedde? Bagenda ne beerimba bano, we are emotional beings. Era nze, we are emotional. No man omugamba, how do you divert emotions now to run in 4 people? Okitegera? Omanyi zo nzibu. Zo zidirecting awe zaagala.
Emotions.
So you don't scientifically control them. Nti emotions zange leero njagala zidde eno bwe ziti. Neffe abasajja, our provision is scientific.
Okay.
Nsobola okubeerawo nengabanya ssente zange, nsobola okubeerawo nengabanya kalipa wange nga nnaku 2, ono nga simugira, njagala kugira eri ffe ebyaffe. Kitegedde? Naye bano emotions ogenda zitambuza otyo zigabanye ewa Jeni, ewa Sam, ne Isima, ne Muzarani. Okitegedde? So kati abo bafunira obuzibu. Olanga bo omukazi bw'ayenda eba tragedy, because emotions zabo tezisobola kugabanyizibwa.
Calamity.
Never basajja, we've done it, we are doing it, and we shall do it
But do you know
now
that?
and
Bali aba
forever.
bad girls.
Amen.
I want us to look at ekyasa kye tulimu ky'ennaku zino.
Abaana b'ennaku
Today's
zino.
abawala
Yeah.
benda okusinga abasajja.
Okitegeera.
Anti benda bayagga, they are just
Mubamenya emitima.
abona just bali mu kubonaabona.
Economy.
Abenda be baliwa beba basuubira ebingi mu basajja, alooza obulamu bwe bunatambulira ku musajja oyo ajja kwenda. Naye omuwala alina focus ku kintu ekira nti obulamu bwange, it's not all about a man's provision that will make me stay. Oyo ye tajja kwenda because ajja kwagala kyayagala. Nti I can buy myself a clothes, I can rent myself a house, I can, so what I want from a man is this. oyo tajja kwenda naye n'agamba mbu nze ne rent njagala musajja yabamumpo yajja kwenda oyo agamba mbu n'olugoye mukazi agenda dompa ajja kwenda no n'agamba mbu nze njagala nnyo njagala
ntesiyamayina akantu kayingiza awo. You've seen a what?
A girl nafuuka bad girl because of being heartbroken. There is this chick ate manyi omumanyi mukwano yali girlfriend wa Charlie waffe ono saga mwogera linnya muyimbi omutegedde
obwogeranga nnyo gwe boogere
wamba baleke
George
ex-we yes
George so yalina girlfriend we sigenda mwogera linnya kuba mukwano gwange before like they had issues with mama so left so he got this chick
era ofunye engeri gy'obireeta
nedda mbadde saga mwogera
oli mukweta Mr. Henry
nedda so this guy we are breaking up near this girl nagenda nayanjula mama so this girl was so heartbroken.
This was before Mama So was introduced, yeah?
Yes. So like we had issues. So like yali yafuna issues na Mama So nagenda. So this chick na turn ko dating a George. So like never dating her for like 2 months. Mama So akola bichi yala so when they broke up, wiki jeba breaking her up. George na yanjula Mama So. Oh mwana yechawa. Mama umula buli wamu tava Dubai tava mabala tatu njaga ice so I feel like sometimes being heartbroken or like when a man really breaks you you can end up doing things you don't want to do.
But now that one has no love.
No, she had love.
Yali
heart nanti yali heart chova ndi kugamba a woman atuka ne chawa ngasana okwagala basajja batano because alaba ne wanayagala omu it's not gonna end anyway. She was broken, she was in love and she was broken ne chawa
abali mo pain nga yesu cannot love for
omukyalo kuba n'abawala bangi omukyalo kuba n'abasajja bangi eba pain nga bwe mugambye either alina financial consequences ezimusumbuwa oba alina bisimanya ati broken bye nga bwe yeerimba.
Okay, but then
it is not lively nti ali awo anyumira basajja bata
walande before she's a woman she's a human being and human beings balina feelings much that omusajja can easily control his feelings compared to a woman. Nenaku zino waliwo n'obuweke bwe banywa bwetumira to suppress those feelings. Oba abacha listen
omanyi Henry gobera n'abantu
set
of Kampala olabira ddala nga Uganda yonna ebeera
I don't want to run this conversation based on byali okusigala mu byali kye kituleetedde obuzibu anti kati wetugenda mu majje abakyala tebakuba mu
oli kwogera ku 1 out of 100 not even 0 point.
Before, the examples you're giving, we did not have times when women would be presidents, when women would hold positions of power. Soko tunulie kizimbe kyoli mulimba pikini bameka. Okitegera? Omanyi ba pikini abakusinga omusaala. Okitegera kyengamba? No, this is the thing. Baina love nabo. So waba awulira nga omutima gwe gwagala, for example, like Priska, there is Sadati, then there is Jonah. Bonna tayagala bagoba. Now that for me that's where I have the problem.
Abawachi.
Ate chichaba.
Kaliba.
Ekintu kye kyagaba kiri tricky. Oseged bwabanga kyagaba kujja nga ine birala byagaba. Nti naye yafuuka musajja nti ajja kuwa omuntu ebisumuluzo ajja kuwa kino how it's okay. Ne waba kyagaba kye kiri kye mmanyi nti her emotional being, her internal feelings, her whatever nti kyagaba then it is so tricky.
Pamela, what do you want to say?
Me, I'm telling you, the teacher is just riding on the same thing, which is the answer. Women are emotional beings.
Yes.
Where that emotion channels energy that brings strength to her or happiness to her is where she runs.
Yes.
You get it? Where there is attention, where her needs are met, where a man makes her feel feminine. Where a man fulfills her desires is where she will go. So she can get this fulfillment from 3 guys and get confused in the process.
But then listen,
you get it? She can get it from 3 guys.
In this case,
no.
Sadat is not making her feel feminine. Sadat ya mulimba.
No, it's
Sadati.
abakazi nga
that's
twagala
where you're wrong.
otulimba.
She's confused. She gets confused.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Confusion is what we're talking about.
Now,
Confusion.
Ditacha, I want you to understand what we are talking about. Let me explain it to you in simple English. We're talking about feelings for more than one guy.
Every
You get
Wednesday,
it?
7 to 1
Now,
p.m.
Definitely.
what are the factors?
Confusion is the simplest English I've ever had. about.
Ditacha, you're just messed up. I'm telling you, what are the factors that would cause a woman to like more than one guy? You get it? Why would a man like more than one girl? What was your answer?
There are many.
Now even me, I'm giving you answers, and then you're
You're saying,
what's
we
wrong?
are saying
Hey.
you're an emotional being.
Yes.
How do you divide your emotions? For us,
No, I'm
ours
ex-
is
we can
provision.
also
That is what I'm
Provision is
explaining to you, that
You're
as
telling
an emotional being, you get it? We ride on emotions.
Yeah.
If Henry is giving me an emotion of attention, I am going to run towards him.
Yeah.
And then when
If
you
the
don't want
Ditacha-
attention,
if the Ditacha
you
is
are
run away,
looking
you
for
go back.
an emotion
Yes.
of
That
money.
is why exactly.
There is an
Maybe you people do not know. You see, just
Okay, Nanache,
women are,
we gotta go
are
for a
so
break.
elastic.
Yeah. Ngabo,
You know,
excuse me?
we are so elastic. The way down
Emotionally.
there is elastic.
Wow.
Yes.
We are so elastic. We can stretch as far. We can take in as much. That is why, to the extent that even a woman can be in a loveless relationship or a marriage, but tolerate it. You get it?
Yeah.
And still give kalipa and still smile and still you understand it. Now our emotions spread out so much. When someone comes and makes us feel feminine, when someone fulfills our love language, our desires, maybe he's a good communicator. Oh man, that is going to draw you to him. When another one comes and is giving you attention, that's why you find that she can even go with any guy. And
Yeah.
she can
Mr.
say
Henry,
that
That's
Olava,
not
yeah?
her husband is
confusion.
We have to
You're
go for a
right.
break.
Yeah,
That
you're
is
so
the
right.
reason. That's-
Eugene, what are you saying? Mwembajeyo mulekana. Eugene, what are you saying?
Mr. Henry Olava, love is dark. Love is not what we think it is. It's very dark. To love somebody is sacrifice. Shegera. Nti gwe obeerawo nga ogenda lowooza eno esitafunire kino mbadde mwagala ne kati sifunye kino kangende ewo nayinza okimpa.
Achimpe.
It's confusion. Yeah. If you love somebody, you can olina okuzibirizaako eriiso nogamba range eyiseewo naye omusajja wange
Ye wange.
ye wange.
Ye wange.
That is love.
Love is okay.
do you know how women operate?
They are
You guys
elastic.
even
Hold on,
say-
hold on.
You guys
You've
even
told
say
us
They are
women
elastic.
what do
elastic.
women want. Even sometimes women do
What's
not
it-
even
No.
know what they
What they want,
themselves.
yeah.
That's the confusion.
We are
Elasticity
telling you facts.
mu Luganda bakiyita
Eyo
batya?
confusion
Guys.
nkugambye answer yonna ejja
Well,
kumalira mu confusion.
Elasticity
Mr.
mu
Henry,
Luganda
woman
kyeki?
is not confused, she will not love more than one person.
No, it's
She
not
will.
confusion.
More about
Ditacha, it's
pushing,
not
girl.
confusion.
More about pushing.
It's
Okay,
not
we
confusion.
want you to be a
It's
part
a
of
woman
this
having
discussion.
a man who can't
Yeah.
fulfill all her desires.
Yeah,
You
she
get
won't
it?
be confused.
She's
as
not
you're
confused.
saying,
It's
yeah.
just that she's picking from so many. She's picking that,
Is
that
it
emotional
possible?
fulfillment
Hold on.
from more than one guy.
Hold on.
Because
Is it possible
Yeah.
for a woman to have a man, one man like this, who can fulfill all her desires? I want you to speak with your elasticity, and like I swear to God, be honest.
No.
Is it possible
Just like
for a
it's
woman?
impossible, just like you men go dipping your things in several girls.
Yeah, we
yeah?
should.
It's also impossible for a woman to get a man who has everything. That's why I told you that women can learn to tolerate. They can fall back. Everybody has a love language.
Yeah.
When you meet a man who fulfills your exact love language, that will work for you. You will not go looking for it everywhere else.
Not confused now.
It's not
Okay, let's go for a break. Let's go for a break.
This is no ordinary discussion. This is The Red Seat. Mid morning to Kone. Zina.
You and your squad can now get your name on a Coke. Your name on a Coke isn't just a name, it's a vibe, a flex, a whole mood. A share you can hold on to. It's your anthem. Blast it on your socials. Tag your squad, tag your day ones, tag your fans, and then ask them the $1 million question. Who will you share a Coke with?
The Red Seat, mid-morning to Kone. Every Wednesday,
Auntie, me, I'm not
Samukaga, 1 p.m.
It's you who is confused. I don't know who
Let
you
me
love
tell
and
you
who you
this.
don't
Let me
love.
tell you this. guys.
Welcome back, the Red
It's
Seat.
your
Yes, Eugene, what are you saying?
confusion
Eh.
Njagala kino tukitegeere. For abasajja, we cannot be loved. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Real love is for babies, dogs,
Moms.
moms. A
Pausa
man
kwa
is loved for what you provide.
Yes,
Ah.
yes, yes.
That is 100%. Oba okitwala oba tokitutte. Ffe love yaffe yakulabirira to provide.
But then listen, what is disturbing in this situation? I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But then, waggulu w'omumanyi wabaayo amusinga okukola ki?
Kyekyo.
Okumanya.
What you provide at that particular time,
Somebody
there's
can
usually
provide
somebody
more.
who,
Well, yeah,
who
again,
provides.
single providing.
So if Siama is with Detacha and Detacha can provide probably current in a Chisengediro and basic needs, then Henry can provide a Kamak X, but then Eugene can provide probably a trip to Dubai, and then Bosco can provide land. So
Yeah.
as a woman, where are you going to settle? Because there's usually somebody who is providing more
Yeah.
than
Now,
who
Henry.
Yes, yes.
If we're looking at it that way, then we'd have every girl confused. Every woman, women would not be marrying, women would not be settling, women would not be staying with boyfriends for years.
Yes.
You get it? Because they do not know what they want.
Okay.
You get it? But much as women want that fulfillment of provision.
Yes.
First of all, provision is not all about money.
Yeah.
Ditacha even just said, even Kalipa is provision.
100%.
You get it? Even a man offering you direction, as in just taking control.
Believe
Yeah.
in me.
Believe
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
provision. Like there are
Bring
so
bring
many
you
ways
over
for
20
us.
million, I control them. That is provision
There
also.
are women who like
Yes.
that. That one
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really
Totally
romantic
agree.
for them, and
Yes.
then they will fall for that because
Yes.
he's taking the lead in
Yes.
the relationship. So much as women or men are like that with, you know, I mean, women are. They cannot. The point I'm trying to make is we cannot get totally confused to the extent that I do not know
What you want.
what I want. You get it? I can be in a process where, Henry is satisfying this need. The Tata is satisfying the other need. And I am allowed to explore what is most comfortable for me. What can I live with
And then after
for a
exploring,
For
long
how
period
long?
of
you want
time?
that period of exploring.
Yes, and by the way, girls out there, you are allowed. If you have 3 guys who you feel are fulfilling your emotional needs, you are allowed to go through those needs with all of
Then
them
after- we
until
want
you
that
figure
after-
out,
Until you decide,
until
yeah.
you figure out who
One.
is best for you,
Yes.
whose language is yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's the end of
If
it.
you want the
Eugene,
communicator,
Siama,
you
and
will get the
Detacha, first pull
communicator.
up. But
If you want
it's
the
just
provider,
now me and you, just me and you, please.
Yeah. If you
Look,
want
look,
the
look me in
provider,
the eyes.
I'm
I want,
looking you
I
in
want
the
us to have an
eye.
intimate discussion
Yeah.
together. The girls you're advising to keep 3
Yeah.
guys around, did you have them at the time when you were looking? Be honest.
yes,
I wish I had the Bible.
I have had 3 guys
How
at
long
a
did it
time.
take you in that
You,
confusion?
you get it.
That
I
is
have
hard.
had
Who did it?
3 guys at a time to explore and know where I want to be. However, I have not had Kalipa with the 3 guys at one time. You understand it?
But you
that I
tried
am
them.
exploring 3 guys and I'm
eh.
having Kalipa with all of them. No. And that's what I'm telling the girls out there, that you are allowed. You
To
are
try.
Yes, to explore those emotions, because this is where girls make mistakes, and that's why we're having high divorce rates, high single mothers. How because you
All
went
over.
into things that were half baked.
This is
and
where-
then you came out of it, and then you halfway in the marriage you're again looking at another guy because this
Thank
guy
you.
you thought was
Yeah,
the one.
but
You didn't
also,
properly explore.
This is where I disagree with you. You see, there was a reason lwaki basenga baffe bagambanga bamaama baffe guma omusajja eki yoyo, because you see, as a woman, what you have to offer among many other things is your body, because you reproduce. You understand? That's why no jango olabikanga malaika, but every man has been with you. For some men that they can't stand that. You understand?
Yeah.
Pamela, if you have been with over 40 men, it's very difficult for Detacha nga naddala nga waaba abamanyi to be with you. But it's very easy for you to be with Ditacha even if he has been with 40 women, because it's I mean, they even say it. A padlock that is opened by every key is fake. But then a key that opens listen, you're gonna make me lose my school of thought, and I want to land properly. Then a key that opens every padlock is a master key. You see, at the end of the day, if you have decided to say that you're no musajja going into bed naye, much as you have all these other options, wobeera n'omuntu ng'omunoonyaako nsobi kkiriza gaana ogenda gifuna. Because what have you done? You've created options. You have Ditacha, you have Eugene, and then you have Henry. You're allowing them access to you. You have your windows, ventilators, and doors open. So you're waiting. Ogamba. Yeah, who makes a mistake then?
No.
Because you're approaching a relationship not from a point of this is the person, the partner I'm going to be with. That's why when you are walking down the aisle and on the altar, they tell you for better, for what? They would have told you for as long as he can.
Henry, Ditacha, and Eugene.
Won't take a
when I started this
Pamela.
conversation, I was very clear. I told you guys that if a girl is dating, do you understand the word dating? If you're in a relationship with a guy and along the relationship, you're in a committed relationship with someone and you meet somebody else, like your emotions get tickled by somebody else.
Explore.
That is, no. But you guys don't listen. By the way, you're not listening.
How do you
Because I started off this conversation.
Are you the one going to approach this man?
They approach me. And you say,
she's going to get 3 men at the same time.
You're not speaking to them.
No.
Use any
Said
microphone.
when she's
Detach-
dating.
And another one will
Detach a
come.
microphone.
You must be.
I'm not
Detach
hearing
a
you.
Pamela Chayo get a practically impossible.
Ditacha, don't get
You're
worked
going to
up.
be
Calm
listen.
down. Let me
Okay, listen to
explain.
me a bit.
Yeah.
Then you come
Okay,
in.
calm
You're
down,
going to be
calm down.
you're going to be in one relationship.
I can't even see
Then
your
another
names.
man will come in. You're
True.
not going to align these men. I'm going to be
No.
walking, and the 3 men will come to me at
No.
one time.
No,
You're
no,
going
no.
to be conned by one man. You'll be in a relationship. Then another one comes in.
Exactly.
Then another one comes. So that means you're
You
confused.
people
Ogenda
don't-
beera
okay,
n'abasajja
you're
bameka.
not girls, so maybe
No,
Siama
Mr.
will
Henry,
agree
let me
with
tell you
me.
this out of
Siama
Yeah,
will
I
agree.
agree, yes.
Please let me finish.
Yes.
Kacholaba.
You're not a girl.
naye
so
gwe bakumenya nnyo omutima
I can be here.
bakazitobezaako
I
ddala
can be here.
Nedda
You
olaba.
guys, I can be here and my phone is buzzing
Yeah.
with 10 guys
Yeah.
interested in me at the same time.
but you know who
get
you
it?
like.
But I know who I like,
Yes.
and I will choose to push out with maybe
Pamela,
2.
You're getting
No.
on my nerves. I really don't want
you
to.
guys.
Wama Pamela
Let
is
me
supporting.
finish explaining.
Eh.
No.
I don't like the way you guys become
We don't want you
defensive
to
without
finish
listening to
explaining
reason.
things that
what
don't
do you
make
mean?
sense.
I
Listen,
told you.
listen.
I told you guys.
Listen.
One, women, we can never be with someone we are not attracted to.
Yes, never,
One
ever.
thing. That is one. That's why I told you that if you're talking about guys in Spain, imagine this one gives you trips to Dubai. A woman will always have a guy she's attracted in her space.
Yeah.
To some extent, there has to be
And-
a level of
Now,
attraction. Now, let me tell you.
Pamela,
Wait,
first hold it,
wait.
hold
Let
Okay,
me
you
tell
land. You land. In
I
a nutshell,
told
you land.
guys
Yes,
that
yes.
when a woman is dating, if you're in a committed relationship, you understand, and somebody else comes along that tickles your emotions, that is where I even told you guys, you are not allowed to have more than one guy in a committed relationship with. But you are allowed to explore when you are dating. You understand?
Okay.
If I am dating, I am not in a committed relationship.
You don't know
3
it's
guys are
ending,
buzzing
yeah.
my phone. 3 guys are asking for dates with me. 3 guys are, I am allowed to explore all of these guys because they meet to some level
Okay.
my emotions.
Yeah,
but I
check
am
this
not,
out, Mr.
it's
Henry.
not okay for me to say I am having 2 men and distributing my emotions
Okay.
between the 2.
Thank you. Pulo. Eugene, what are you saying?
This thing goes back to confusion. So in my industry, I see girls who permanently tattoo their boys' names, and in that moment, she thinks
Yari. What?
tattoos,
Chiwede.
and I be doing cover-ups every now and then, and some.
Cover up is coming to change the
Nagena
tattoo
naji
again.
yako.
Yeah.
Kati, I even see some na covering a Eugene, not a Kano Henry.
Can you
So,
imagine?
It goes back to confusion. However, Pamela Chagamba, when you're dating, you explore. When you're exploring, you're giving leg. Yes, somehow. I mean, what do you have to offer?
Definitely.
Apart
I
from
can be there and square.
Pulo, Pam, Pulo.
So you get it.
Eugene, finish.
So-
Yes.
So in 100 ladies, they,
Which guys do
the ladies who provide emotional support, financial support.
Litacha. Shut up.
In 100 ladies, the ladies who provide what a man would want more than Kalipa, the emotional support
Thank you.
and the financial bits.
Yes.
Tubabalira ku ngalo. Kati bali mu sector yaabwe, so tuli ku
Nga
generalizing abasigadde.
Kituufu.
Osegera. So nze mbalabye atekawo Eugene namusangulako nateka no detacha namujjako. So it's confusion.
That's
It goes
how
back to
broken
confusion.
angels.
Okay.
So going back to that lady that has two men, she's confused.
Listen. Why I agree what you're saying, Pamela, but this is why I do not agree with it. You see, it's in the nature. That's why they say if you teach a woman, you're doing what? If you empower a woman, you're empowering the entire nation.
Yeah.
A woman, biologically, is the center and the genesis of everything.
100%.
Bw'obuulirira omwana w'obuwala n'omugamba explore. Human beings, naturally, we are insatiable. Wali onoonya omulimu wano ku galaxy. Bw'ogufuna onoonya next.
Ceases to
Ne
make
bw'ogenda
sense,
ku
yeah.
CNN onoonya
That's
next.
the thing.
Ne bw'otuuka ku mwezi onoonya next. It's the nature of human beings. Now, imagine a woman trying to find sexual satisfaction. By the way, let me tell you also, sexual satisfaction does not happen every day. There are days a man will be stressed. There are days money will not be there. There are days you will want chunguli and he's in ngasibi aliko.
Yeah.
Sente zibula. There are days you will want bread when he can offer muogo. There are how many men are you going to? Pamela, don't be tempted to interrupt me. Don't. Please listen. Don't be tempted to interrupt me. I want to land. How many people are you going to explore? When we are teaching young girls, when our parents are teaching our sisters, when our singers are teaching our sisters, chebasoko kugamba, Pamela, if I'm lying, just nod your head, don't talk. Bakugamba, your body is like the temple.
100%.
Togugabagaba fa. What are they trying to protect you from? Because they know
The adventure
there's
is
never
crazy.
going to be a day, even if you have one eye. Listen, I want to land. Even if you have one eye, half a nose, or oli mulalu, abasajja bagenda kukwana every day. It means you be approachable by men. The intentions of men are what's going to differ. The more you keep opening up yourself to different options, there's always to explore because you're elastic, which is understandable. There's always you see you have to be able to be in a position. Let me tell you,
Real life.
Chino Tuchu, you're speaking.
Real life. Let's speak facts
Okay,
and real life, Henry.
listen.
Real life. Let's talk real life.
Ekituufu kiri nti, listen, ekituufu kiri nti, bwe mmala okukwana, kye mutayagala kukkiriza kino. Nze mu lunaku omusajja ajja kukwana abawala abasukka mu bataano. Oli ajja ayita agambe maama nkwata mu ddi maama nkutwale kadeeti we mmala okukwana n'okkiriza because even from the nature of our bodies you open. I'm not the one who opens.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Hey.
When you open,
If
you
I
let-
want to open.
Yes,
then
thank
now
you.
What is wrong if
The
I want to
moment
open?
you open,
Uh-huh.
the rest that comes up after the relationship is on you. You've opened, I've entered. I have no obligation whatsoever to keep you around.
Tolanga mwa abantu
I
pushing
no
and
listen,
Another one,
no
no
listen,
man.
listen.
Are you the only
Now
one
listen,
pushing?
listen.
Are you the only
Exploration
man
ya
around?
mweyo ye
Are you the
network.
Are you the
only
only man
person
in the
The
world?
Red Seat mu Mid Morning Tukone every Wednesday saa mukaaga
so
to
what?
1 p.m.
They're
So
pushing
what?
me
It's
to
just
go
like
and
saying-
Labayo, wamala
Calm
Henry.
down. Pointi yange njagala gimaliriza bantegeere. Listen.
bw'osuula okitegeeza nange ngenda funa
Sikulina buzibu.
Ngenda kumala mu-
Naye ogenda kwewa bameka.
ogenda kugula to make
Nze
it
nja baggula
so why don't you
Listen.
help me and I
Listen.
settle instead of you pushing me
I'm going
away
to start
to
moving
other
with a
women?
stick in this way.
Mr. Henry Lava.
pushing.
yourself.
Now, my point is, if you have the desires, the qualities of what I'm looking for in a woman, I'm going to keep you around. Ofumbamu kamere, ompuliriza, Are you letting me take the lead? Do you respect me? Do I see future in you? That's why they tell you men will be attracted to you first by what they see.
Yeah.
100%.
After that, it is character.
Yeah.
What you do is what's going to keep me around.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a man leave a very beautiful woman who looks like an angel? Ngainamune sente,
100%.
lwampisa mbi.
Yeah, true.
Now, what happens after Nzenga Mazoku, when you've given me a piece of you, is entirely up to you. That's why babulirira gwe okusinga. Nze wetubeera abato batuyigiriza kukola fe abasajja. Abawala babayigiriza ki? Mpisa. Because that's how you compliment a man. Now togenda beera nange nga sikola. Correct?
Henry,
Now, if you open and explore all the options available to you, I'm not going to stay with you.
Henry, if you treat me well, I'm
You
not
don't
gonna go
want to stay
explore.
with me. You
No,
go.
no, it's easy
you
for a woman
understand?
to
No,
explore.
you
No,
guys,
when you treat me well.
let me tell you people.
When we
Let
go,
me-
don't
let me-
argue.
Let me tell you now.
When
real
we
life.
go, don't cry.
Real life facts. I said don't cry. How? Everybody has been through a heartbreak.
Yeah.
You understand?
And it's normal.
So the fact that you have chosen to go doesn't mean that you're holier than thou or more than the Pope.
I am
or whatever.
Angel Gabriel.
That I will
I'm
not get
God's
another
assistant
person
in your
better
life.
Than you are.
Yes.
You know, guys are so many. There are many options. You
Yeah.
understand? Now, the Kalipa thing, you people, let us agree. We have agreed on this show before. A mature girl, if she's ready to give out Kalipa as part of her exploration, let her do it.
Pamela
You
Muguza,
understand?
we are in a
Let her
society
do
like
it.
Galaxia.
You get
We
it?
are in Galaxia. You've given out Kalipa, you're a girl, and I'm a man. We've given out Kalipa the same number of people. I've Kalipa'd 4 girls here. You've been Kalipa'd by 4
4.
men here. Who will they take?
I tell who will they take?
No, no, no,
Is
no.
it
We
written
shall
on your
be-
forehead that you have Kalipa'd? Seriously?
Like we
That's
know,
why,
like
that's why
we
body
know.
count is
Because
important.
Labayo,
Body
Auntie,
count for a
we are
lady is
saying,
crazy.
and we are
No,
saying,
I go-
Labayo,
What a
Henry,
People.
Tumugamba,
Body count
you've
for
been
a lady
Kalipa'd by 4
matters.
guys, like in a society where we are, 100 people. You've been Kalipa'd by 4. I've also Kalipa'd 4 girls. Somebody's looking for one to marry. And they are telling her, how you gundi ya mulia ni murodi ne dita.
So what? If you don't marry me, another man will marry me. There are men who
from-
marry sluts. You get it? People who stand on the streets and do. Yes. You
one that-
understand?
you
So
go-
because I am trying to find the right guy
You
and I'm going
have
about
allowed.
it
No,
my
no, no.
way,
Pamela is trying
you
to
guys
empower
are,
You'll
women.
never find the right guy
in the wrong direction. That's not
I'm
fair.
allowed, you people. Let's not make
Okay,
life very
okay,
complicated.
okay,
In
let's
this
get
generation,
feedback
let's
from
not make
people.
it black and
Let's
white.
Kuno tumusambu,
Yes.
no tumusambu.
What's up?
Emuno
Let's explore.
tibiri, emuno tibiri. Gwe
Sure,
kikyolowooza.
marriage,
Galaxy.
even me, there
Hi
are many
guys,
men.
Hi.
thanks for the show. The way Detach is emphasizing on the way men must have as many women they want. You might think it's one of the 10 commandments they have to fulfill. But anyway, by the way, it's impossible for a mature woman. Because nga twogera ku bano bamyaka bwe mwayogerako ba Jay-Z.
Gen Z,
But
yes.
then if omukazi ng'otegeera you're mature, it's impossible to have two men.
Hallelujah.
Man, somebody say, hey, man.
Because in that process of having two men, you might find yourself focusing on a wrong one
Exactly.
in that process and losing the right one.
I think they always focus on the wrong one.
Thank you.
Bamanyi-
Galaxy.
Bagambye ba bad
Yeah.
boy.
Bamanyi ko kyoka ba bad boy.
As you read about this topic today, njagala answer yebeere mu kintu kimu. In economics tugamba we want demand and supply can never be equal.
Demand and supply can never
So
be
when you
equal.
want one thing at one time, when you get it, you look for something else. Tukali wadola balingo obulamu bwo ojja kakkana singa ofuna, let me say A. In this context today, Saddam n'abantu n'omukyala n'abantu ba Saddam nani ayinza okuba afunye omusajja omuwanvu leero naye ate alina amuwa ssente okitegeera ate ajja kutuuka agambe kati ate njagalayo omuntu ajasita akado wenkado olinga gayo yampaho agadakolaakadoenyumira njagala akado saawa eno.
Thank you.
Pam nga bwagamba nti omuntu ekintu ekimu kijjamu nsanyusa kati tigayogera bulungi. The next day atowooze ate sinampa renti ate banamuwa renti ate alowooze kukuwa enviiri ate taba akyali kuwa enviiri n'amuwa emmere alowooze kwamuwa ebimuli. So that's life. Yeah, we can never be satisfied with what we have.
If you want to destroy a nation, have a woman who gives herself anyhow. Oh,
Who explores?
Who explores? Who is elastic in her exploration?
Yes, explore.
Eugene, Gatumaliza, when we're concluding, your final remarks. Yes, let me start with you, Eugene. Yes.
Nawe tuddayo ku Mukama Katonda waffe. When God created a woman, yamwa a very nice body.
Thank you.
Namwa bam bam.
Yeah.
Nafuna engeri ogyongezaako
Yes.
endo ku earth. Omukazi naye y'amagezi. Namwa nice skin. Omukazi n'afunako pagaalo. Namuwa lashes. Omukazi n'ayongerako. So
Namuwa enviiri.
mu bulamu bw'ensi eno, even our almighty God couldn't satisfy our sisters. A man out there that tries oba weepikira bwereere. Omugenzi Katolubwama yakyogera n'agamba essaawa yonna omukazi akyuka.
Essaawa yonna.
Yeah. Olaba obaddeko mpulidde stories z'abasajja abakulu. They are like over 60 years. He has been married for over countless years. Akuze agenda okukola DNA nga mu baana awo babadde ayagala.
Mulimu abatali babe.
Kati si babe.
Can you imagine?
So basista baffe bano, we handle with care.
Thank
You
you.
can never satisfy a woman.
Thank you.
N'oba okola ki? Neweetuga.
You can't.
You cannot. And that's
You know, I
facts.
did a TikTok just about 2 days ago, and this is what I said, and I want you guys to disagree with me. Ochimanyi nti ditato sobabeera ne Pamela. No muzimbire nyumba. You toil. You wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Geza weefiise fiise.
Ii. Babadi boy mu nyumba yo mwe bagagati.
Noba tonneefiisa. Weebuzeebuzeemuuko. Weegende sekekkenye eyo.
Zate second. Wiki
So
Siama, thank you, Eugene. Thank you. So Eugene has an event that is happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Tuwe namba kutukuba.
a number is 070
Jiwandike.
110 6998. Or well, you can reach us out on our Instagram.
Social media.
Yeah, or every social media, TikTok too. Eugene Tattoos, EUGENE, then tattoos. We shall reach out.
Blessings.
We are offering tattoos at 40K.
Where's
We're
the
trying
K?
to show you where best and quality tattoos are. We are 10 years experience. So
It's the rebirth.
trust us with your skins.
Where's the K?
Please trust us with your skins.
That's
Ndaba
easy.
abantu abalina ebintu n'ogamba wow.
Eh.
So please trust us with your skins. This
Thank you.
weekend is going down in Tebe, just after the expressway.
Okay.
You call in.
Big
Aye.
up. Siama. Nga tumaliriza.
nga tumaliza mpaza omwana wamuyitani oyo.
Priska.
So Priska, me still ndi ne Pamela. Priska ayina ensonga lwaki ayina abo abasajja ababiri. Trust me. If you are a man there, nga you love this woman, muyise bulungi, treat her good, don't make her yarn, like don't make her cry. She will not get confused. Okitegeera omwalo ono muyise bulungi naye era bwompisa obingondaga nti ninayo options nange mba ngenda kulaga machuwa nti nange ninayo options endala. Treat me well, I'll also behave. Treat me wrong, I'll also treat you wrong. Like
Wow.
I'll balance the energy.
But will you be there?
I won't be there. I'll balance the energy. What you give me is what I give you. Man, tuli bajenzi kati.
Yes.
Tetukyali mbiri biri ebyedda. Let us balance the energy. Okola inkola. Oteka kino nteka kiri. Don't treat me like an option.
Nze munsesa.
Don't treat me like an option.
Katandika bakolera abasajja abammwe. Pamela.
But
As we
Angel
conclude.
Gabriel.
You guys, I want to say that they're actually really good women in this world. But,
Yeah.
but the good women have been spoilt by the current generation of men that we
Together,
have.
yeah.
And how they treat them and fail to make them fall into their role as women. Our role is to be submissive. Like Eugene said, the role of the man is to love. We are not supposed to love you guys. You're supposed to make us be submissive to you, respect you, and multiply whatever you have given us. If it is love, it is whatever, that's our role.
Whatever
So
one
there
man
is
gives you,
good
you're not going
women.
to go around
No,
multiplying
the
for
reason
men.
why
Men
the
are
reason
men.
why we have
Same
women
style.
splitting their emotions across 7 guys or 10 guys with that confusion you're calling is because the man there's a deficit on your side as guys that is causing this woman to yearn for whatever she wants there. Now the reason why Priska is like that, she's actually confused. The one
Let's
is
go. She
confused.
said it.
Yeah, I said she's confused between 2 guys. But at the end of the day, if you listen to her critically, she wants to settle with someone. She's not, because it's not in our nature to say, I want to have 2 guys at the same time and juggle them. The reason why she's saying is this one does this for me and this one does this for me. So
Who
I
is
am
the best?
Scratching my head. Who should I settle
Rate
down
them out of 10.
with? And again, you guys, we are human beings just like you. We have reached an era in life where things are not hidden anymore. The way that we've seen a generation of guys who come out and speak out and have become emotional and talk about issues and are not afraid to reveal their emotions. You get it? Those days, plaiting these dreads was like a feminine thing. If a guy went and did this, somebody would be like, but
Shaka Zulu had
Ditacha,
dreads.
you know, but Ditacha is doing this. When you see a guy going to do pedicure, you'd be like, how is he going to do pedicure and manicure? But we're in a generation where even women are coming out now to speak about their emotions. We are telling you guys to listen to us. We are just as human as you are. You where you have feelings is the way we have feelings. Yeah.
So we explore,
Those days. No,
No.
I'm not saying that explore, you explore.
For my ladies,
if you picked
explore
my
and
point,
Paula.
I'm just saying that those days, women were forced to play or sit into certain roles, just as men were forced to sit into certain roles because they could not speak out. Now we are speaking out openly to make you guys understand that this is how we truly operate, and you guys, that's how you operate. And where's the deficit? If it is fixed,
I know you can
then
talk
it can
about
help.
this the whole day.
Yeah.
Ditacha, yeah. Ditacha ngatumaliriza.
Gwe kyolina bajjali nsiba mbagamba leno story tesobola kuggwa kuva bano bapiki tebasobola kuggwayo wabula gwe just kyolina okumanya kiki omwagalako era osobola kimaintaining oti omanyi kati abasajja tuba ne target
Mathematics.
nti njagala omukyalo ono okumala emyaka 2 singa mbeerako emyaka 2 nga nzalidde abaana 3 kijja kuba kinkolera no abasajja babeera nabyo ebyo naga singamba naye emyaka 5 waliwo amwagala ennaku 2 waliwo agamba nti wiiki eno singambaako n'omuwala oyo okumala wiiki so kati omusajja manya tajiryo because bino ebisigale byonna byoluubirira ojja kumenyekera bwerera omugongo tosobola malako because one ate ekizibu ennyo kyolina okumanya is sexually satisfying someone ojja kukubazima ngwezo zonna ezisemba gyeyo n'ag'omu buto nga tolina kyokoze
abali mu ddiru abennaku
sisha omusobole oja kwefunugula fe kyolina okukola kyolanga fe olumu tubuuza nti owayi twatandikidde kumu gwobadde olina kyokumala.
This is the Mid-Morning Tukone ku 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Zina. Business is a numbers game, so